my God, will Pulse fill up? Yes. If it accrues so much value and gets so many users, yeah, the fees will go up and you'll just get really, really rich holding Pulse watching. Oh no, more really, really rich people. Like, you can't, here's the thing. You cannot force a free market to keep things cheap, because then crappy use cases that aren't valuable will outbid useful and valuable use cases. And do you want your chain with limited capacity to be filled up with crap? No, you don't want your chain filled up with crap. You want it filled up with nice, good things. Well, then how do you know what the difference between nice and crap is? By bidding. And the people that see more value in the chain pay more to use the chain. And then your limited resource chain, through the bidding mechanism, is filled with the most valuable things that people can fill it with. And so this like socialist USSR decree that, oh, we're just going to have cheap fees forever, it doesn't work, because there's a finite amount of space and you have to allocate it to certain users. And who should you allocate it to? Those that can most afford it, because they're bidding with their money for how valuable the transaction is. So the solution to a limited resource isn't to screw around with the pricing. The solution to a limited resource is to create more of the resource. So the Ethereum chain is full. Great. Well, we're going to make one with 4 times more throughput, and it won't be full. It'll be empty, and let's go fill it up.
Hey everybody, and welcome back after the day off there yesterday, Sunday Kiwi time. Now, what is it? Still Sunday US time, I guess, and it is Monday down under in good old Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands. It's just the way we rock and roll down here. We like to be in the future, and I hope you guys are doing well up there and enjoying your lazy Sunday if you're still on Sunday. Woohoo! Let's go. We got the markets are pumping. They're moving on up, and I know the Pulsechain has a little lag. But that's probably going to start moving up too. Maybe tomorrow, next day, who knows? But it's about a day or two lag from what we've kind of seen. So kind of cool. We got Lies Beneath the Truth. Hello, how are you today? Very good, of course. The ultimate golden crypto strategy, Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLS6, and the Center for the Win. Those are the Richard Hart golden cryptos. And man, we're looking forward to that. As Richard was in that first video I just played. Pretty exciting. Hunter's in the house. Welcome all. Good evening, Superman. Good evening to you. Big shout out to Sandy Beach, influencer out there on X platform. Hello, Hex Token, everybody. Good to see you, Sandy Beach. And of course, one of our special moderators. There is it. Look at that. Number 18, day 18 there on the push-up challenge. So if you're not doing push-up challenge, Sandy is running one of those on X, and it's day 18. So big shout out to you, Sandy. Getting some good interactions too on there, I noticed. Really, really good. Francis in the house there. Hello, all. Good to see you, Francis. Welcome to the chat. Truck as well. What's up, y'all? What's up? Yo, yo, yo. Blair SM in the house there. Hi, all. Good to see you, Blair SM. And, of course, Simple Believer, the hardest part of the community is onboarding. That is true. That is true. The good thing that we're got big influencers, small, medium. We got the community out there. Everybody's playing their role. Just spread the good word about Pulsechain, Hex, and everything else that's happening. It's so exciting. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sam. It's not a bitch. It's a big thank you from Elvis Presley to Sandy Beach. Hey, Sandy. All right, let's move on. Let's get into the market straight away. Let's kick it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kick it. All right. I think I was trying to do James Brown, but that came out really bad. All right, here we are. We got Bitcoin there, 52,348. Yeah, rocking it up for 1.07%. Look at that. It looks beautiful. Dominance, 50.93%. And like I said the other day, you know, how many times has Bitcoin been over 50K? Not that long, right? So awesome. Bitcoin dominance dropping just a tad there from yesterday, below 51%. Ethereum there, $2,887 on the move. And you guys know it. We have Bitcoin consolidate. That's typically what we see. And then we see the Ethereum and then altcoins sort of move up at bigger percentages. So it looks like what we've got happening today. With Ethereum up 3.38% versus Bitcoin up 1%. And man, Ethereum heading towards $3,000. Woo! What could happen after 3,000? Oh, it's got to be game on, surely. You guys know it. So looking pretty good. We got busted through that 24,000, right? That we knew that we were going to have some acceleration then over 3,000. That's another gear, getting into another gear there. Up 3.38%, looking pretty nice. We got some interesting things on the layer 2s as well. Optimism, that is up 6.26%, $3.80. I said that would be a good leverage play on Ethereum, of course, because of the Deacon upgrade and, of course, Prodank sharding. We'll talk about that a bit more. That is kind of cool. That's optimism. What else is looking pretty nice? Let's have a look around here as well. Matic is up 7.47%. So almost back to $1. Just below $1 there. How about that for Matic on good old Polygon? What else is looking pretty interesting? Do I want to go anything like that? No, everything else is just up a couple of percentage points, just like Ethereum there. So that is pretty much the play. Let's jump over to the big screen and go to Bitcoin and have a look at our big macro picture. Look at this, glorious. Look at that, looking really nice. Nice consolidation too in here. A bit of easing off of the RSI, no doubt. And what are we waiting for? The biggest event, right? The biggest event, Bitcoin halving. Everyone loves talking about Bitcoin halving every single day. And of course, it's getting closer and closer. There we are, 58 days, so below 2 months away for the Bitcoin halving. Bring it on. We are looking forward to it big times. We got the Bitcoin ETFs now funneling through. Big TradeFi money is coming through the Bitcoin ETFs, and that's good news. What else we got going there? That is pretty much it. Let's move on. That is Bitcoin. And that's the 17th of April. So 58 days the way to go there. Chart's looking really badass. So nice. Let's jump over to Ethereum. Ethereum looking even better today. Taking the lead is Ethereum. And nice to see that. And look at that nice green candle. And you guys see it. What's coming up there? The Deacon upgrade, the Prodank sharding, blob data, temporary data, cheaper. Bullish for the second layers, which batch up all-time transactions, as you guys know. And then we can do that, pass it through on the underlying chain. That is looking good there. Deacon upgrade mainnet and looking pretty nice. Let's have a look how many days away. 23 days. 23 days away. 13th of March there, coming up nicely. And of course, currently on the third testnet is the Deacon upgrade. And it's going to mainnet on the 13th, so only 23 days away. So market's starting to heat up. As you guys know, stock market really has had a lot of its bull market, right? It's all-time highs pretty much, but crypto has not. Crypto is just entering its bull market cycle. So game on there, and fingers crossed we can have some coupling as well. That'd be kind of nice surprise. What do we got coming up after that? Of course, we've got the Bitcoin halving on the 17th, and then of course we've got the Ethereum ETF approvals. 7 or 8, I think there's 7. I don't know, I thought there was 8 now, but I haven't double checked. 23rd of May. For the ETF approvals, and a good chance of that. Not 90%, I would say, but definitely a strong chance of approvals there with some of the same people that get the big Bitcoin doing the Ethereum as well. And that's going to flood even more money through directly into Ethereum and, of course, the altcoins. And, of course, we're also expecting to see money that sweeps into Bitcoin also sweep into Ethereum and altcoins as well. And then, of course, the ultimate altcoin season. So really the lineup for the first half of the year is spectacular, as I always say, and maybe we will get in June, get an interest rate pivot in June, and that's like the holy grail. What a lineup for crypto. Pretty cool. And maybe even monetary expansion in the second half of the year. Let's see if the Fed pivots with not just interest rates, but monetary supply as well. That is Ethereum looking hot, is the old Ethereum, and today's high is 2,896, so 3,000 is being targeted. It's coming up pretty fast. All right, let's jump over to what else? We're going to jump over to Pulsechain. Before we do that, though, let's catch up in the chat and see who else is hanging out with us on this lazy Sunday/Monday. Who else has jumped in here? We got Wookie in the house there. Wookie is on the farm. Hey, nice one, Wookie. Wookie is, you're not a farmer, Wookie. Not that I know, but he is on the farm. Maybe a special guest on the farm. There's lots of farms around where Wookie lives. CC in the house there. Bitcoin is the boss of all bosses. Certainly is. It's kind of like the ocean, isn't it? And I always describe it like the ocean, and all the the altcoins are like big ships or something like that. It's pretty interesting. What else? Check my pulse. Evening, everybody. Good to see you. Check my pulse. Welcome to the chat as well. Get into that chat, folks. Let's get it lively. As we're just going to run through these Pulsechain charts. Let's do it. So what day is it today? Day 282 on Pulsechain. And here we are, Pulse at 000144, down 1.6% at the moment, 45% above the mean sacrifice price. Still just getting warmed up, really. Just getting warmed up for the bull market. PulseX there is at quadruple 0535. I did see quite a bit of funds coming over. We had to have a big amount of funds leave, not 24 hours ago, but some time back today. But then, of course, the last 6 or 7 hours or something, we've been seeing quite a bit of money coming over the bridge, which is pretty nice to Pulsechain. So some good news happening there. PulseX at the moment, quadruple 0535, down 2.4% there. And we're just kind of chilling, right? We had a pretty heated RSI, and so things were getting a bit in the overbought territory. So it's nice to have a little ease off here, and then probably just a day, maybe a day delay or something like that until Pulsechain moves after the Ethereum and Bitcoin. So let's see how we go. The buy and burn still looking spectacular. 704.2 billion. PulseX has been bought up and burned, and we're getting little indications from Power City that they are trying to gear up, even without the Fetch Oracle, which is going to be interesting. I'd like to see what kind of solution they're going to be doing. Obviously, we knew that they were going to do some sort of hybrid anyway between a centralized Oracle, price calls, and using Fetch decentralized Oracle. But that seems to be at least a month or two away from the Fetch Oracle. So yeah, it looks like the Power City's wanting to launch earlier as soon as possible. So definitely before the Bitcoin halving is my guess. So that's kind of the play. So we'll wait and see, but definitely getting some interesting updates on X platform there from Power City and the EARN protocol, right? In any case, PulseX there at quadruple 0535, down 2.4%, and we are chilling it over. Let's go to incentive token, $3.35, down 1.1% there. 23,231 is the pulse ratios to incentive at the moment. So holding pretty steady, but we know the resistance is at 24,000. So we're still in that zone between 21.5 and 24,000 on the old incentive token there. The emissions, how many tokens in existence? 24.3 million incentives. So it's got that scarcity play. It does have some future potential fundamentals, but that's kind of hopium at this stage, isn't it? So we'll see how that goes in the future. P-Hex at the moment, 1.75 cents. As you guys know, I'm feeling really bullish about Hex. And of course, I've posted a couple of those price calls by different people like Ben Armstrong, Hexologist, and of course Toby Wan, Hexanobi. There we are. So it's been, you got a different range of bullish price calls there from was it 25 cents all the way up to $10. So there we go. P-Hex at the moment 1.75 cents. E-Hex at the moment at 98/100th of a penny. So we're sitting at 2.73 cents combined. And man, once we get over that 3 cents, though, it's off to the races with Hex. So you've got limited time. If you did sell out of your Hex and you want to pick some up, you kind of got a limited time, in my view. Not financial advice, of course, but hey, look, once it goes over 3 cents combined, I think it's off to the races. 4 to 8 cents in view, and then up and away after that in the bull market. So keep a lookout. P-Hex and E-Hex rocking it on. All right, so that's the results for day 282. And let's get into some of the charts here quickly. We can see the range today for Pulsechain, 00015 is the high and 000139 is the low. We're currently sitting kind of in the middle of the range there at the moment. The RSI is cooling off a bit. As I said, it was a little bit overheated. Nice to get a little coolingness on the daily, and we're just easing back down to 65. Be nice if we had another little reprieve, but I don't know if we're going to get it. But let's see how the markets go tomorrow. US time for Pulsechain, maybe get that uplift following Ethereum and Bitcoin. So that's kind of the play there. What else there on the MACD? MACD's closing out on the bullish move. That's that easing off the RSI and just consolidating of the price and off to the races there. So you got a little reprieve basically to pick up a lot more volume at the moment. It's kind of the play. Let's go over to PulseX. Pretty similar there. What do we got there? Quadruple 056 is the high. Quadruple 051 is the low, and we're currently sitting just in the within the bottom half there, maybe 3/4 down at quadruple 0533. RSI cooling off. Yeah, a lot better RSI on PulseX. Look at that, 56 on the daily. That's a much better looking one for a nice move higher. We're going to bounce off here pretty soon, maybe tomorrow. It looks good. So bring on PulseX, and like I say, the Power City. Let's see how we go with that with the EARN protocol. Incentive token at the moment, $30.35. The pulse ratio is what we're really watching. As you guys can see, the bottom of the range is 21,500. The top is 24. Got the resistance up there. and we do have a little positivity here. Maybe we'll break out soon on the third attempt. Let's see how we go. Let's see, PHEX there at the moment. A nice little wiki there. What do we get to? 1.8 cents, low of 1.6, and we're currently at 1.742 at the moment. Not too bad there at all, and it's kind of looking like a bullish doji. We've only got 15 minutes left in this candle, so game on. We do have a bullish EMA cross that's still playing out, and of course the RSI is super cool. Look at that, 56 on PHEX. Yeah, baby, yeah, I like it. I like Hex a lot. It's looking good. All right, so there we go. We're just closed out this little bullish period. Maybe we'll get a fake out here and off to the races, because that's the way the market's looking at the moment, with Ethereum and Bitcoin moving to the upside. I know Pulsechain will have its turn probably in the next 24 hours or something. So keep look out on that. Maybe in the next couple of hours with some of that cash that's been coming over last few hours. All right, so that's PHEX. Let's go to EHEX at the moment. Looking pretty good there too. It's not quite a butterfly doji, is it? It's pretty similar. It's been a little while since I looked at my dojis, but that is kind of the play there at the moment, looking kind of bullish. And we've got a bullish cross down here, still playing out at the moment. RSI here, look at that, RSI 59. So a lot more room to move with Hex than Pulse. So Pulse got less room, PulseX got more room, and Hex got heaps more room. That's pretty much it. So one way of looking at it. All right, so what else there in the MACD? The MACD there just closing out a little bit there, but it may fake out and go to the upside. It's probably a good play there. Good call. All right, let's go to PHEX. EHEX, this combined price here on investex.io. And you guys can see I was talking about it, 3 cents, man. We tried it back in October. We tried it in January, 9th of January. And, of course, we almost, broke out here, but the RSI was getting pretty hot when we tried to get here, and down we came. But now we've been holding up this price nice here at 2.7. We've got plenty of room in the RSI. The market's continuing to move higher. Man, I can't wait for Hex to break out. It's going to be glorious. Yeah, it's going to be so good. All right, so that's EHEX PX there on Investex at 2.716 cents. Bring on the breakout. That's all I can say. You got it's sort of self-fulfilling, right? So you get this positive cycle in play. So once the price goes up and up and up, it gets to a point where when you're staking or mining, your payouts get worth way more, right? So people want to say, hey, that's pretty viable. I'm going to go and buy some and mine some more, and that's sort of self-fulfilling like that. So it's kind of cool. Let's bring it on. All right, that is pretty much it for that. Let's jump into. I just realized I'm on the wrong screen there. Let's bring on. Let's go into some of the other categories. Let's go have a look at the validators. Validators at the moment 52,795. Remember, on day 282, there's the results for 282 on Pulsechain. 52,795 validators. 1.69 trillion pulse at the moment. That is the play. Let's go to the gas prices. Quickly look at that. The gas prices have been a little bit more elevated, as Richard Hart said in the opening video. Things get priced up more when you've got more applications, more people, etc. You got the uptrend and all that going on with the market, and we're up to 343,000 beats, so a little bit more elevated than normal. 2 cents, for PulseX swap at the moment. 1/10 of a penny for Pulsecoin transfer, and 3/10 of a penny for PRC20 transfer at the moment. You can see those elevated spikes there at the moment. We're 1,219 times cheaper than Ethereum. It's $21.50 at the moment to do a swap at Ethereum, and it is 21 Gwei. We're 1,600 times cheaper than Bitcoin, $1.67 there, so looking pretty good. Only Bitcoin Cash at the moment is like similar, or Dogecoin in terms of the cost there. Now, obviously, we're super fast and super cheap, which means we can do a lot of compounding and a lot of profit sharing, and that's what a lot of our protocols do on Pulsechain, which is, I think, some of the real winning benefits of Pulsechain. Not only that, but we've obviously got a full system state copy based on the 10th of May last year. So you may have coins over here on Pulsechain getting priced up. Let's go to the big one I like to look at these days, which is the bridge. $142.5 million. We're watching this very closely. Watch for the next big step up, is my guess, on this bridge to Pulsechain. And of course, the fees are still free. So looking pretty good. $142.5 million bridge. That's looking so good. It's about 2x since we've had this rally over the SEC price, getting back into a strong position for the bull market. So looking pretty good at the moment. And of course, let's go quickly to the activity. The activity has been pretty good as well. We've reached 102 million transactions since the fork, so looking pretty nice. And the activity of active wallets yesterday was phenomenal. Pretty cool. 45,000, 24,800 today. We've had 844,000 unique active addresses there. So looking pretty good on that as well. So that's the results for day 282. We're going to start day 283. Next up topic we're going to get into, though, is our second price category, which is PRC 20s, see what they're getting priced at. So stay with me. We're going to go through that too. Let's see who else has jumped in the chat since we've covered all those topics. Let me just scroll back up here. We've got check my pulse there. We've got Archie in the house there. Hi all, good to see Archie. Sandy Beach says, I think MCR Magic Cup will be streaming again soon too. Well, I hope so, because they did well. They were doing well at streaming, and they got a huge following. They also got all their products that they're rolling out. Steakhouse, Bistro, and Barista, which is just launched the front end for Liquid Loan. So doing really well there is Magic Cup Ride team. Crypto Incognito, yo, Pulsechain Hexkins, good to see you. Welcome to the house, as we say. Digital house. Hunter says, your thoughts on Hocus Pocus token, Superman? Yeah, I think they're doing a pretty good job all around the board there. I certainly like their Hocus Pocus Wizard. I haven't looked enough into their cauldrons. It was a long time ago since I looked at those. But other than that, they're doing pretty well. And of course, they've got their NFT marketplace, one of the 6 NFT marketplaces up and running at the moment. And they've been doing a good job on that. So yeah, pretty good all around, I would say. We've got Crypto Canito with the hearts, looking nice. Brennan as well. Morning, Superman and family. Good to see you, Brennan, our TA expert in the house as well. And finally, Sandy Beach there having a bit of fun in the chat. I like that. All right, let's get into the top PRC 20s, folks. See how they're going on the old Pulsechain. This is where a lot of opportunity can be, particularly if you choose the good ones. Now, we've got the narrative around PDI or DAI there on Pulsechain. And that is sitting at 0023 at the moment. So down 4.4%. But I do like the narrative. It's more about fun than anything. Obviously, a lot of people are backing the fact that it will head towards $1. And hey, this is crypto. Nothing is impossible. And of course, we've got the tied to the Atropa contract there as well. And it's just consolidating here, taking a breather. As you guys know, we've been calling it pretty well on this channel. We've been using the RSI to help us find out whether it's overheated or not. And that has been a good friend indeed. You might say, was it the dog is a man's best friend? Well, RSI is the crypto trader's friend. Here we go. We got there. We've got that double top and the consolidating here. Look at that RSI getting out down to 60. This is probably going to wind up for another move, folks, to break out soon. So keep an eye out on that. If you are into PDI narrative, keep an eye out for that, because that's starting to look very good indeed. So watch out. And we've got all the right conditions, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Pulsechain is probably going to rally, and off we go there. So keep an eye out on that PDI. It is currently at 0023, so 0.23 of a penny. Next target, of course, has got to be obviously busting past the second double top here, which is at 0.3 of a penny, and then it's game on towards 1 cent, right? That's the play. When it gets to 1 cent, well, that's going to be interesting. We'll see there. You got to study a bit more about who's holding and stuff like that, but definitely is a fun narrative to follow. Talking about Atropa, that's down 4.6% at just under 2 cents. What else is looking pretty interesting? I'm going to jump through some of these there. Pepe, the big meme coin. I told you to keep a lookout for these two big meme coins, and Pepe has broken away. So one of the two is broken away now, probably because we eased back off the market with a lot of stuff that was running, because the two big meme coins, SHIB and Pepe, weren't really running because there was a lot, like in a big way, because there was a lot of attention to other projects and tokens. But you can see we still had a slight uptrend, and I was still, aware of that happening. And then we got a big break yesterday. Look at that big volume came in yesterday. $182,000 came in that volume candle, and we pumped big time. Went from 7 zeros 900 to 7 zeros 2,600 here. So Pepe is the talk of the town there today. Up and away. All right, what else have we got going on there? I think we're just going to scroll through some of these. That's pretty much it. Everything else is kind of down there at the moment, for the most part, on the top PRC 20s. Let's jump to our third category, which is memes. I should call this memes and influencers, right? Because really, there are a lot of influencer coins in here as well. So let's have a quick look at this. We're sorting by liquidity, so we've got the biggest liquidity pools at the top. If you're wondering how it's sorted, that's the place there. Access Live, a big influence in the Pulsechain Hex community, a TA specialist. His coin is sitting at 24,000. Amazing price, really, down 2% today. We got Blast there, just down a little bit there. Randy Alaski's token, Note token, that's sitting at a 2300th of a penny. That is down 3% at the moment, and that is holding up pretty well, though. In fact, we should probably look at all these charts. That is the Note token there, holding up pretty well and looking pretty nice there. And of course, Randy's going to be doing other things. Let's look at the Axis Alive, but I didn't look at that one either, and that's looking also pretty good. So these influencer coins, these guys are pretty, decent sized influencers, and they're doing pretty well. They both have, what do you call it? Sort of clubs, as it were. X Alive got his membership. Randy Luss got his no permissions membership. It's pretty cool. Obviously, if you haven't joined the one on Hex Token, we've got the strategy club. You can join that and the Discord. The links to those in the video description. So it's kind of cool. What else we got there? Just looking through some of these. Let me just go through that. We got Ben there, Ben Armstrong is down 2% there on that meme coin. More token from Trayvon, another influencer, down 3% there at 67 cents, or 69 cents, I should say. What else is looking interesting? A Dodge coin there from Jeff Kadakis from TrustSwap, down 3% there. And there was another one I was going to talk about. Paul Pleb? Yeah, Paul Pleb. So that is Hexy Bastards one from 9inch. That is down 5.5% at the moment on that one. And where's the big liquidity pool for that one? I couldn't see that here. Here it is here. So this is the Hexy Bastard meme coin, Paul Pleb. And that's kind of the profile at the moment of that chart. So just sort of consolidate in here, the bottom of the range. Now you can go and farm it, right, on 9inch exchange. So it's got one advantage there, as you can do with Note token as well. So that's kind of the play there. Anything else looking pretty positive? Duck token up 3% today after the big sell-off. Pepperlorian has been doing pretty well, up 7% there, but pretty small liquidity on Pepperlorian, but notable mention there. Let's get into our main event, category number 4, Pulsechain projects like a boss. We're sorted by liquidity, remember, to have the biggest liquidity pools at the top. Let's see what else is looking good here. Weight token. Now, as I said to you guys, Power City's been teasing about the Earn protocol coming sooner than later, regardless of the Fetch Oracle for it looks at the stage. But a fair question will be to the team, what kind of Oracle setup have you got? And, are you guys, is it fully immutable, the code? Or are you guys leaving that open for the Fetch Oracle? So that's a fair question with such a protocol that will probably have tens of millions of dollars go on it, right? So it's a pretty major blue chip like liquid loan. So we'll be watching out for that. I'm sure the team's on top of it as a professional team. We got there 0044 is up at the moment. And I said to you, this is the zone to accumulate Watt token. Obviously not financial advice, but probability play there on the launch of Earn protocol and profit sharing, arguably. Now, I don't know why they haven't profit shared from Portal X yet, but maybe they want to do it together. I don't know. So we'll find out about that too. I haven't watched many streams lately of the Power City team, so I may have missed some stuff there. But if you've heard anything on that, let us know in the chat. We're excited about it. That's for sure. There's no. It's going to be one of the blue chips on Pulsechain. So let's go. What else we got going on there? Let's jump down here a bit further. Pulsepot, man, Pulsepot has been crushing it. Now look at that. Woo! Yeah, the world's first peer-to-peer crypto casino with upgraded tokenomics compared to BNB pot. And man, look at that, $8, looking like a boss. All-time high prices. Absolutely amazing. And of course, expanding its reach, adding more project team tokens like Note token from Randy Lasky's on there. Pretty amazing. $8 at the moment. And a Pulsepot there adding more games, expecting another 3 games, I think, in the next couple of days, maybe half a week. A couple more games coming to play as well. I'm hoping to have a influencer, one of the influencers in the space there, come on and talk about his view of his admin actually for Telegram for Pulsepot. And all the other protocols. Now, if you missed out my update the other day, I did Jacob's Ecosystems update. We cover all the 4 main projects that he's doing, or 5 main projects that he's doing, including Pulsepot, BNB pot, TRH, TYCZ, and of course PUSD ALGO, which is my real favorite. I got a real favorite. I really liking where it can go. The 4th stable coin on Pulsechain. Bring it on. Algorithmic. Gotta love that. Fully DeFi. I love it. We're going to talk about it later before I get too hyped up. But at the moment, looking really good on Pulsepot there. What else there? Tetra at the moment, up 0.5%. Now, we're waiting for tons of protocols from Tetra. we're waiting for tons of these. So I haven't actually seen any updates. I have got them on my update list, but I have not seen any updates about these projects. But we're waiting. We're waiting for Atlas. Now, Omnis is up, right? Omnis is up. V2, V3, liquidity pools, all that sort of stuff. The first V3, the first limit orders on Pulsechain, not accessing just their own pools, but accessing Pulsex and other stuff. So it's a major product feature there with the limit orders that you can do on Pulsex and things. Pretty amazing. But we're waiting for these other really cool, innovative things on Pulsechain. A lot of Web3 technology. You know, we've talked about Web3 gaming on here, but man, Web3 access there. Atlas. Looking for that dashboard there. Atlas is a Web3 front end of Tetra. The dashboard allows users to manage their Tetra user accounts, deploy or publish automations and strategies. That's going to be a lot of people who have got, a bit of experience will want to use things like that. Search for and manage crypto assets and track portfolio progress. So looking for that. The other one is Stratus, which I really like. If you guys have been on Blender 3D technology, which is a free 3D software, which is like commercial grade, then they have this drag and drop feature as well. Maybe you want to increase the lighting or do certain animations. You can use these drag and drop kind of ideas with nodes and connectors. So you can sort of see nodes here. They sort of maybe in terms of crypto, they might interact with a smart contract. And you might be able to set limit orders inside the smart contract, do all sorts of fancy things that you couldn't or otherwise do unless you were a coder, right? So it really is going to democratize a lot of coding. Not most advanced coding, of course, but just interacting with the smart contracts. Stratus is a drag and drop editor for Tetra. Uses Stratus to connect together smart contracts on the blockchain and create automations and manage complex strategies without writing a single line of code. How about that? I'm excited about that. So these timelines look a little bit, they've still got Q1. So I guess we're still in the zone for that, right? Still, 5 weeks to go, 6 weeks before they could potentially launch their Q1 24. And both of them Q1 24 there. So looking forward to that. Some really high tech, this is right leading edge stuff coming to Pulsechain. Really looking forward to it. All right, so that is Tetra there, and they're up 0.5% today. So there we go. Let's see what else is going there. ZKZX. This is the Tornado Cash Fork. That's up 31%. I used it the other day, and it worked very well. Now, I only did a small amount because, risk averse, you always do a small amount, and it worked. I got my little key signature there and did the withdrawal. It was pretty cool. It was a test. Worked very well indeed. So at the moment, obviously, there was a bit of, I haven't actually followed up on it, but there's been an issue around the burning of the token. I'm not sure if that's been resolved. Other thing, of course, is, this is, it's always risky. Now the Tornado Cash Fork has been set up. You can use it to, privately or anonymously transfer and stuff like that. But let's take into account that, that's still risky. At the moment, though, market's pricing it up at just at 39, just under 4 cents, basically, just under 4 cents, doing well so far. So at the moment, really our only privacy DApp out of after Beetroot got rugged, and before that Hurry Cash sort of disappeared into nowhere. But other than that, ZX there is you can do anonymous transfers, but use at your own own risk and all that. It seemed to work perfectly fine for the one I did, but just take a bit of note there. All right, but up pretty strongly there today, 29-30%. What else we got going on here? Loan token sitting at down 2.4%. And man, the yields on liquid loans are just phenomenal at the moment, aren't they? Really crazy yields at the moment. Let's pull up liquid loans now. Don't know how historical these yields are. So let's take that into account. And so let me just look into Hedron. Liquid loans. Liquid loans coming up. Let's quickly look at this. And have a look at some of these metrics. They're amazing. So what do we got here? The stability pool at the moment is earning 94.85%. So it's fantastic. An estimate of the loan token and PLS returns to stability pool participants with PLS gains and liquidations. Now, I'm not sure what the run rate on this, what the time frame it's basing this on, whether it includes some of the earlier periods where there were definitely lots of benefits through that, liquidations and things. But the staking APR for loan tokens, that's for USDL. You put USDL out, you'll get loan and PLS. But if you stake loan token, you'll get 52.58% at the moment. That's currently on the current run rate. So annual returns on USDL and PLS paid to loan staker on loan. Now, if you're in liquid loans, let me know in the chat there how the yields are going at the moment. Do they seem as high as they were earlier? Obviously, there was a lot of liquidations early on. let me know in the chat there. But the protocol is operating as expected, and it is beautiful. It's a beautiful platform. It is our number one blue chip on Pulsechain outside Pulsex, and it is operating very well indeed. And I also think that just talking about blue chips, I also think that Proteus is doing pretty well. Also, the Dex Aggro, they've been doing very well as our probably outside Portal X, those two together. I'm not sure who's got the biggest market share. I'm presuming maybe Proteus there, but that is the play. All right, the other one that's been performing very well at the moment as well is Time Token. This thing here from Internet Money has absolutely bolted away. Hats off to KG and the team. I think I gave him some praise the other day, but man, well deserved. Look at the price up and away. Half a penny at the moment, so 5300th of a penny. This thing is unabated, and it's overbought though. Just be careful. RSI indicating overbought here, so just take that into account as well. But otherwise, getting priced up is the old Internet Money wallet, the pretty much native wallet for Pulsechain, and doing very well with some of the metrics. We've seen good growth numbers, good increasing profit sharing. As I said to you, one of the best things about Pulsechain is all the projects bring profit sharing. Really cool. All right, what else there? Let's jump through some of these. Pulse Reflections up 5% there. Then I think Pulse Reflections has given over $1 million in Pulse allocations from the Reflections there, tax token. So doing pretty well there. There's your Hocus Pocus. Someone asked about that earlier. It's down 11% today. But otherwise, this project's continue to deliver, and you can see the price agrees. The price agrees. The project continues to deliver there, and that's pretty much bolted there with the races there. Let's see what the RSI looks like on this one. And this is Hocus Pocus. As I said, they've got a wonderful thing called the Wizard Farm. I think the Wizard something, yeah. And it brings all these different dexes and farms together in one place. So you can go through and see what the best returns are, things like that. They keep evolving it as well. I would like to see them. I don't know if they've done this yet, but I'd like to see them rank the yields. That'd be pretty cool. And maybe filter, could filter and then rank the yields, something like that. That'd be pretty cool. So if you're looking for a particular token, maybe you could just rank the yields across different dexes, and then you'd just be able to find the best one and decide whether you're happy with that platform or not, and go and participate. It probably generally is a cool thing for people to pick up a bit of liquidity position. Also helps with the success of Pulsechain also. But there we are at 56, so just quite eased on Hocus Pocus. So actually, probably getting pretty close for another move higher. Maybe it comes down just a little bit more, and then maybe it can move higher again. So Hocus Pocus is doing pretty well. All right, what else is going on there? Let's jump away down here. Daytona Finance up 6%. And of course, one thing I want to talk about, another Web3. We talked about Web3 with Tetra. Well, we got the Vemp, right? Vemp here. Web3 as well. They've got games that they're doing, and also they have staking with pretty high yields for Pulsechain now. But just remember that whenever you're participating in anything that takes your Pulse out of your wallet, remember you don't have the wallet, you don't have the Pulse anymore generally. So just remember that. So take caution there. But Vemp doing very well. It's on Pulsechain 1.2 cents at the moment. What else is looking pretty hot? We're going to talk about TRH because that's they've all been pumping overnight. As you guys know, TRH V4 is expected to come out in early April. So I gave that update the other day from a Twitter space, thanks to Archie, who's our in-house specialist on Jacob's ecosystem. Does a pretty amazing job. And of course, we can see that we had a pretty nice little rally here. Water was up 9% and Burn was up 16% almost, so doing pretty well on that. Of course, everyone's anticipating some big things for V4 TRH, which is expected in early April, probably would be the time frame at the moment. But before that, of course, we're going to have TYCZ in March. Man, I'm so excited for that. That's all from another Jacob's one there. Who knows what the final format of that will look like. It's going to be pretty cool. In any case, loving the stuff there. All right, that's pretty much it. I think that's all I was going to talk about. 404s, of course. We're looking forward. There's heaps more 404 contracts going to be launching. Obviously, Gophers was the first one to launch on Pulsechain from Dipcatcher, and he did some big snapshot, I think. I'm not sure if he's done that yet, but that's has been performing pretty well. Down 4% today, but otherwise doing pretty good there. Hoax was the second one, currently $700. Got way oversold that one, but Gophers is leading the way there from Dipcatcher, and there's going to be lots more PRC404s out there. I've seen more people advertising them. So, new opportunity on Pulsechain, really, aren't they? That PRC 721 hybrid, so token NFT hybrid, and look, a good way of funding NFTs, right? So pretty neat there. A fun future. All right. Now, speaking of Hex, we're going to get to that because I want to talk about party token as well. That's coming from Maximus. Maximus just launched Gophers, but of course he's got the party token coming up. There's going to be Hex staking pools, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. They got their party coming up. I think it's on Sunday, so it's going to be pretty close. Actually, I probably should have pulled that up, but I forgot to do it. But keep a lookout for Dipcatcher on Maximus on X, and you can follow the party token launch with those Hex staking pools. So it's going to be pretty fun to see. Some people are going to be doing, like 90-day recycling pools. I've been thinking about doing one on here, whether I should do one. Let me know in the chat there if you think I should do a party pool for Hex staking, and that'd be pretty something. I'll think about it. Do something that naturally sits with the, some influencers and followers and that. We'll see. I think that people like Crypto Coffee would be pretty cool, doing stuff like that. Pretty large influencers. All right, looking good. All right, so that is pretty much that. Was there anything else I was going to talk about here? I don't think so. Let me have a look through some of these. No, I think that's it. Actually, we have talked about quickly look at Zen. I haven't talked about Zen, but we've got a PZen. I'm sure PZen's been doing pretty well as well. Now, the reason why PZen is pretty interesting, this could be a huge opportunity, is because X1 chain looks like it's getting closer and closer, and more importantly, before that even is the burn page looks like to be up. People are going to be able to burn their PZen for X1, so that's coming up, and so X1 is going to have their main coin is going to be called XN, and you'll be able to burn tokens from all the 14 different Zen platforms for that. Now the other thing is that with PZen, everyone's sort of trading blind. No one really knows what the future supply is, as far as I know. But at the moment, this uptrend in PZen is doing very well indeed. If you've minted a lot of PZen, you're probably doing pretty well with your yields of returns as well. Probably up about 3x on the pulse, and probably up about 7-8x on the price, depending on if you minted really cheap. And so it's doing pretty well on that. You don't see that in the chart, right? Sort of hidden away in the chart, but that is kind of, if you've been minting it, that is the returns you've been getting. And if you got it the other day, you would have been even higher, right? Back up here at the 8 zeros, 3,667. Now, this could be pretty interesting, like picking up lots of volume, because if X1 comes out and the burn page comes out, let's say it comes out the end of this month or the beginning of next month, then people are able to burn their Zen, whether it's PZen, EZen, or whatever other Zens on other chains. And I have to figure that the higher the price, the more credits you're going to get for that, and you'll be able to participate in the monthly party auction for the XN token. So a potentially huge opportunity. So it's going to be fun to see PZen play out. I haven't really talked about it much, but that definitely is looking pretty amazing. Something we talk about in Strategy Club. So if you join Strategy Club, the link's in the video description below, and you can get access to sort of that information around that. That's kind of a bit of a teaser, really. The opportunity could be massive, and of course, you're coming off the bottom of the floor price for Zen on Ethereum, and that could potentially be a huge upside too. So we're seeing it move today on the old EZen, starting to move. So PZen looking spectacular too. So how high could it go? Because the higher it goes, the more I guess credits you're going to get for that, and that's going to bode well for the X1 party auction, which I think is monthly. So it's going to be pretty cool. So watch out for that one. A little sleeper there. I think that's it. Is that all I was going to talk about there? Let's quickly have a quick look. This is not really Pulsechain. We'll go have a look at Zen on Ethereum, and you can sort of see what I mean. The chart is coming off the bottom, and they're at 3,000, and is starting to rise up there. It's got a bullish breakout on the EMA as well, up and away. It's getting a little heated on the RSI, but still looking pretty good. So watch out for the party auction. That's the next big bullish thing for Zen. And then, of course, the X1 chain. Probably maybe I'm thinking around the Bitcoin halving. What do you guys reckon? I think so. That looks like a good time. Certainly almost looks like he's finishing the last of the different technologies he's going to have on next one there. All right, so that is Zen, the PZen, looking pretty good. Let's get back in the chat. We're going to talk about a PUSD Algo, the fourth stable coin on Pulsechain, potentially the first algorithmic one, and potentially huge scalability, huge potential commercial upside too. I'm really excited about it, so we're going to do a bit of a brief coverage of that. Let's see who else is in here. What else we got there? I think we got through those comments. Let's go through that. Archie says, huge Pulse Spot giveaway is live. The community is giving away 170 PLSP. Check out Discord for details. There we are. You check that out on the Hex Token Discord there. Nice update there from Archie. And Tombos says, Omnis is great. He used it a few times, says Tombos. Nice. Great for buying and selling coins with low liquidity, says Tombos. Very cool. Yeah, the limit orders there is useful. What else there? Thomas says, what? That party airdrop for Gophers holders is happening soon. Okay, cool. So looks like they're going to have a party token airdrop for Gophers. Now, obviously, party is going to be the token for the Hex staking pools, and anybody can set those up. I've already seen some teams already looking to do that. It's going to be fun to see how big that gets. I think it's going to be pretty big. They got a pretty big following between Maximus, Dipcatcher, and Golkey there. Did MCR do the airdrop for using the testnet? Haven't been looking for that. That says Dumbos. I do not know. I haven't heard anything about that. Yeah, so we were using the testnet. Haven't seen anything about the airdrop that they were going to do. It's been about 5-6 days since they launched. We'll see what happens there. Maybe worth following up Tombos with them directly. Good question. What else there? There's a join the strategy club link there. Thanks, the Wookie. Appreciate it. Yeah, join up the strategy club today if you like finding the best, some of the best projects on multi-chain. Join up to that and get early intel. Lots of discussion around strategy and the best way to place things. So definitely join up the strategy club today. All right, let's get back into it. We're going to get into PUSD Algo. This is one of Jacob's 4 or 5 projects. And of course, remember, Jacob's ecosystem is pretty much the most innovative DeFi on Pulsechain, along with some notable mentions like Tetra and others. So here we go. PUSD Algo, potentially the 4th biggest stablecoin on Pulsechain. We have 3. We're going to have CST, the fiat-backed one, USDL, liquid loans backed by collateralized with Pulse, and then we're going to have Power City Earn Protocol, which is going to collateralize PulseX and issue our 3rd stablecoin, PXDC. That's coming up soon, we think. And then, of course, maybe later in the year, second half of the year, if we reach the targets for PUSD Algo Sacrifice of $1 million or something around that ballpark, then we will have this go live. It has to go live in the bull market. So that's going to be fun. And it's going to be the first algorithmic coin, full DeFi, meaning no humans involved like what they had with Terra Luna. And it's going to have a lot of improvements there with some limit orders and stability miners. So that's some of the DeFi tech that's going to be involved. And so far on the prototype, it worked out fantastic. So looking forward to it. So at the moment, of course, just going through the prototype. This is just a prototype, but you got the dashboard, which sort of gives you a summary of how many stability miners are around, what they're earning at the moment. So it's kind of cool. Gives you the supply of the tokens, all that sort of stuff there. It looks like as the tokens are protected, it looks protected there on the status. Gives you a link to the chart for PUSD DAI. Now, it's not going to be matched with DAI. So your PUSD, which is the main coin, the stable coin for PUSD Algo, which has a perfect brand name for Pulsechain, of course, Pulsechain USD, is actually going to be pegged at this stage to USDL, so not to DAI, or it was originally going to be DAI from Ethereum or eDAI. It is going to actually be USDL, which has got all the benefits from having liquid loans liquidity fork with the stability pool and all that sort of stuff. So it makes it super, super good. So that's kind of the expectation there. People are going to be able to come in and get the main token, which is going to be called Algo. So for Terra Luna, it was Luna. For here, it's going to be Algo. And people were going to buy up Algo. They can just keep, getting as much as they want to go and issue stable coins of PUSD. So it's going to be pretty bullish like that. What people are going to be able to do, the stability miner is the secret sauce. You're going to be able to provide liquidity, and you're going to get remuneration for that. And of course, you're going to help keep the PUSD pegged, nice and stable there as part of the stability miner with limit orders and things like that. So it's going to be pretty fun for that. If you do use the platform, you're going to earn the 3rd token, which is Flex, and that is for doing any activity on the platform. You'll earn some of the Flex. And you're going to get paid rewards, but they're not going to be rewards out of inflation. They're going to be rewards out of the V3 utility DEX. So you're going to get paid fees from the utility, which is pretty cool. You're going to be able to stake your Algo and your PUSD at different percentages. It's not going to be super high like Anchor was for Terra Luna, where it was like 20%. It's going to be far more modest, but still attractive. And you can see some indicative yields here, 8% for Algo and 3.7% PUSD. So it'll be something like that. And of course, you'll be able to get those rewards, which are pretty cool. Like that's there's many ways of earning on the platform. So no ordinary stablecoin, of course. You'll be able to redeem your stablecoin for algo again. You'll be able to do swapping, of course, meaning swapping different tokens. You'll be able to unwrap the fourth token on the platform, which is wrap PUSD. And you'll be able to unwrap that on different locking periods and unlocking periods there and unwrap that reward. So it's kind of cool. So that mitigates the amount of supply coming on at any particular point. And so it's pretty nice. There are documents. If you want to check out the documents and all the details, check that out, of course. But if you want to participate in the sacrifice, now the cool thing about this is no ordinary sacrifice, right? 75% of the funds will be going straight back into the protocol day one. So you're not wondering where the money went. 50% is going to go into the liquidity pool. It's got to set up 4 liquidity pairs from the looks of it, give or take. And of course, the 25% is going to go into the stability miner day one. So that's 75% of the funds going straight back in the protocol day one. So you're not wondering where all that money's gone. Now, the other cool thing is that it's going to have a modest capital raise versus potentially huge commercial upside. That said, of course, it is speculative, so just take that into account. But the potentiality is looking pretty amazing, and you're getting the opportunity to take part in one of the leading DeFis with potentially big upside on the Pulsechain, which is pretty awesome. The other thing, of course, is for every dollar sacrifice, you're going to get 20 algo coins, 200 flex tokens, which is the incentive token, and 0.1 wrap PUSD, which is the reward token there for staking PUSD. So that's kind of cool. On here it says we only got 4 days left to go. I'm not sure whether they're going to continue just to keep on extending this. Probably will. So keep a lookout for that. Now there are 2 different type of bonuses you can get. One is a referral bonus, and there's a link in the video description to a 19% referral bonus, which is pretty much near the top. Only 20% is the only one that's higher. So you get access to 9% straight away. So you're winning straight away. The second one, of course, you get a second bonus if you do over $1,000 inclusive of that referral bonus. That's why the 19% referral bonus is so important, is that if you do over $1,000, you will get access to the second bonus, which is bonus X, and that's a random bonus assigned to you between 1.01 and 2X. So you don't know what it's going to be, but that is an extra bonus called bonus X. So there's 2 bonuses, the referral bonus, 9%, and potentially a bonus X if you do over $1,000 inclusive of that referral bonus there. So you can see some examples here. Let's just go down to this one here. So this person here, number 18, they got a referral bonus of 19%, which you can get in the video description. So they put $4,352 inclusive of that bonus. They automatically qualify for the bonus X, which is over 1,000, and they ended up getting a super high random bonus there, 1.92. And so the total sacrifice was 8,356, which is pretty amazing. And for every dollar, as I say, they get these allocations. And so they actually ended up with 167,000 algo, almost 1.7 million flex, and 83 wrap PUSD. So they did pretty well. Now the total supply is down the bottom here of all the tokens in existence at the moment based on the sacrifice proceeds. So pretty amazing. Like I say, 75% of those proceeds are going back into the protocol day one, because basically like a big bank stablecoin earning platform. It's pretty amazing. So it's kind of cool. If you want to participate, you can use any coins on Pulsechain or Ethereum, any of these ones here. And of course, you just have to sacrifice to this wallet here, connect up your wallet, sacrifice, and the sacrifice address is E223. This is part of Jacob's ecosystem. Obviously, PulsePot is firing all cylinders up to $8 now. And TRH was doing extremely well as well until they had a little code hiccup there on the staking. And of course, we're waiting for V4 in April. TYCZ, another project's coming out in March. That's the next project. And then followed by TRH V4, and then PUSD Algo will be sometime later. Now, obviously, it is subject to getting that sacrifice level. I'm sure that Jacob will be doing more promotions and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun to see that play out for PUSD Algo there. So pretty awesome. Check it out. Links in the video description. We're going to get to Hex, of course. How are we doing here? Pretty good. So Hex at the moment, we're going to check this out. You can buy Hex, and then you can start mining more Hex with T-shares. So get into that. Let's see what the results are here for day 1539. Have we got that out? No. Now, I notice we haven't had Pulsechain numbers for a couple of days at the moment. So something is disconnected there in the old RPCs or data or whatever the API they're using. What else we got here? So we're waiting for the results for 1539. Doesn't look like we've got them at the moment, but we have got Ethereum's results for Hex yesterday, which we didn't read out, which was the 17th of February and the 16th. I don't think I read that out either. So we had 6.978 Hex per T-share on the old Ethereum chain there for Hex, and 7.478. So super high yesterday. So it's pretty amazing. We haven't got today's results which are finalizing. Just looking at the penalties that we had for that. Yeah, 13.2 million penalties yesterday and 3.7 the day before. So some really nice extra rewards for those that have got T-shares and are mining Hex on the old Ethereum chain. Pretty amazing. Now, it'll probably be another 10 minutes or so before we get today's results, day 1539. Pulsechain, definitely something's gone wrong there with the API. That's not updating, but definitely check out Hex. As I say, I think once we get over 3 cents, man, it's game on. And of course, as you guys know, Hex was really one of the 4 main coins, some say 6 coins from the last bull market that did a 10,000x. So round 2, ding, 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 ding. It's had a lot of long bear market, and it really is starting to look bullish for the next bull market. Hex there, the first certificate of deposit miner on the blockchain, and broke ground in DeFi revolution. Multiple audits and all the other good stuff, and a massive community, as you guys know. It even has its own film documentary. How about that? Kind of cool on the streaming. So doing pretty well. All right, let's get into the Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord, if you want to get a lot more information, hang out with the best community, and we even have a crypto helpline. Get in the Discord. The link's in the video description. It is $5 a month and 16 cents a day. A private Discord, and it helps keep out the riffraff and only bring in the good people that really are serious about having a good time in Hex and Pulsechain. So get in there if you want to get a lot of information. We got it all. You want to get a lot of intel. We got lots of intel coming in there early, nice and early. You get the advantage, and of course we often have guest speakers come in as well. All that sort of good stuff. And we have multiple chat groups, multiple video chats, gaming room, everything else. It is the place to be on the old Discord there. $5 a month, 16 cents a day. Pretty good value. Now, if you want a bit more, though, you want to go that next level, you want to go multi-chain, cover projects on Ethereum, Pulsechain, BNB, things like that, get in our strategy club room. We do really target some really high-value opportunities, give you lots of early intel, lots of data, and lots of strategy options for that as well. So strategy club there, $35 a month. Get in on that too. Pretty awesome. We have a good time there. All right, that's pretty much it for today. How about that? That's 57 minutes, and I thought it was a pretty good show. But there we go. The airdrop for party will be for Maximus holders too. Maximus, I think there is something related to that. I haven't seen all the details, Sandy. You might need to follow Dipcatcher on that one. He's got so many posts he's been posting out non-stop. I went through his posts yesterday, but there's so many of them. So, but he's definitely been busy doing lots of great things. Craig Pittenhouse there, come in late. Morning all. Hey, Craig. It's never too late. This is YouTube. You can go back and rewind. But if you mean live, yeah, sure. You're late for that. We're at Randy Alaski in here, another big influence in the space. Big shout out to Randy. And cheers. We talked about the Nope token earlier. You can check that out. And of course, Randy's No Permissions group if you want to get access to a lot of cool things like that, including they have a games night. I think it was on Wednesday, wasn't it? Games night on Wednesday. Looking pretty good. What Al Pacino in house there? Al Pacino. How are you going? Thank you, Superman, and most welcome. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up today. Hope you guys enjoy all that. And man, I'm excited for Pulsechain and Hex this year. It's going to be so badass. Bitcoin's breaking out. Ethereum's moving up. We've got the ultimate holy grail of gold news coming up this first half of the year. Man, we've got, we had the Bitcoin ETFs on the 10th of May. We've got the 13th of March. We've got a Deacon upgrade, Prodank sharding. It's going to be really great for Ethereum, really great for altcoins, really great for Optimism, Arbitrum, the second layers. It's going to be great for crypto generally. It's going to be great for Pulsechain, obviously. And then we've got in April the 17th, we've got the Bitcoin halving. It's going to be badass. The blocks go down to 3.25 Bitcoin. And we're going to be going into May. By the time we get to May the 23rd, we've got a very good chance of getting those 7 or plus Ethereum ETFs approved and more capital flowing in. It's going to be good. Maybe by June, we get the interest rate pivots from the Federal Reserve. Maybe in the second half of the year, we get monetary expansion, and maybe we have a good win with Trump winning the U.S. election. That'd be absolutely golden. We'll get back to having solid supply and demand economics, giving us a nice elongated bull market into 2025. You guys here early, accumulate while you can, because we're getting very close to really moving at strong percentages. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, take care, everybody. Let's go. Thank you from Randy Alaski, and of course, what else there? We got the thank you Hex Token, great show. Hey, thanks, Sandy Beach. We're 1 hour into the show. Take care, everybody. I'm going to play out something I think is really cool. Richard Hart and the Magic Carp Ride. Join along with us on the Magic Carp Ride. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Bye for now. Take care.
In theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money. Why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.